Oh, here we go. It's meeting time. It's meeting time.
It's meeting time. It's meeting time.
When's the swap meet that you're going to sell that shit around your bunk from? Charlie's asking me. They want to come over and buy some of that shit too.
I might sell some. This could be the big dramatic.
How about this?
Dramatic.
Good news or bad news? Bad.
We're all going to Hawaii.
You want $22 to the casino host?
Sergeant Dean Robbins comes in to address us.
What do you start with?
All right. Ow! Everybody here?
Yes. Squad leaders are up.
Okay, the Marines are into Crete. I never know if I'm saying that word right. They seized their presidential palaces and everything seems to be cool. Saddam's half-brother was arrested near Syria. He's in custody. Newt Gingrich revealed that France and Russia have been giving information to Iraq about the United States. They were lying and cheating on the U.S., I guess. Imagine
Information about the war or
World War III.
That's the only information I got. I think somebody heard on the radio the news and just wanted to put it out. Basically, they were giving information to Iraq about the U.S., I guess. Don't anybody plan on leaving Camp New York with one of our vehicles, because the only way you can get off this post with one of our vehicles is to have a memo signed by Colonel Harmon, and it's not going to happen. So, somebody asked me about taking a package over to Doha and something else. Just don't plan on going anywhere with our vehicles, okay? Gobi is not going to let them vehicles go anywhere for fear that something's going to break down before you have to move north. Which makes perfectly good sense. We're close enough to everything here. They did find both of our connexes, so that stuff is coming. One of them's going to arrive tonight, I guess. Tomorrow morning, our day is going to start at 0800. Everybody will be out at their vehicle, respective vehicle, doing PMCS. A good PMCS, by the book, and documenting everything, okay?
Take you an hour and a half to 2 hours.
For lights, fluids, by the book, and I'll be checking you. So, it's got to be good, thorough, and done well, okay? Your vehicles. There's one here assigned to for the jump teams, okay? And or base ambulance. Supervise. You can hold the guide on while we do PMCS.
You can help us time.
On that PMCS, it should take you an hour and a half to 2 hours. Open up the book, go page by page. And when
it's not a time thing. It's doing it right.
That means
if it takes you longer or less, I don't care as long as it's done right.
And also, I talked to some of the maintenance people, and when they start fixing your problems, you as a driver and co-driver need to be there with them, because these are some of these things you guys can start doing on your own, like if you're missing a light bulb on your blinker or something like that. That's stuff that you guys can change, and so they'll teach you guys how to do that stuff.
Sergeant First Class Kuntz is still missing one of his duffel bags. I don't know where it is, and I understand you guys don't know where it is, but if everybody would just double check their duffel bags that they got. If you haven't opened one yet, you think it's yours, just double check it. He's missing all of his DCUs and some other gear, and it's got to be here someplace. So if you would, just for his sake, please check your stuff and make sure what you've got is yours. Also, tomorrow is day 1 of our PMCS, and we're going to do it every day at 08, okay? And they'd like to have everybody done by 10 o'clock tomorrow, because once 10 o'clock rolls around, they got some things they want to do, okay? We're also going to be looking at hardening the vehicles here before long. As soon as we get some sandbags, so that we can fill them and harden them up for convoy operations. What hardening is putting the sandbags in the bottom of the vehicle in the event that you would hit a mine. It hardens the vehicle from the bottom so that the explosion doesn't cause personal injury from underneath the vehicle, okay? Also, I'd like to have a good police call on the inside of the vehicles. Trash, I know, for example, I know mine, I left a water bottle and something else in there the other day that I gotta throw away. Make sure your stuff is cleaned out. All the little trash, okay? In and around the motor pool, you have motor pool and or inside our compound here, you have to have a ground guide at 5 miles per hour. Family support group is putting together a little t-shirt thing for all the soldiers. So what I'd like to do is have this sheet of paper go around, and if everybody could mark on here.
I want rooster on mine.
I'd like to
Are you gonna raise the price of your
The shirts are done.
shipped here?
They're done
Mark down, just put a tick beside
until we get
what size you desire, and what they're gonna do is I think they've got a band, you know, whatever they're gonna put on the shirt, and they're gonna make sure every soldier gets one, so I thought that was very nice. The information that was going around to the family support group, as far as where we were at, what our mission was, I mean, the only way these people get this information is from talking to who?
The website says we're at Camp New York.
What?
Yeah.
The HSC 109th website says we're at Camp New York.
No, I'm saying as far as people, the family support group, people were saying we were in Baghdad and we were coming home soon. That information they get from people here on the ground.
Fuck, this ain't back there.
So, I don't know who was saying it, but apparently somebody was. So, just be careful what you say. It's that ComSec stuff. We don't want to tell them where we're going, when we're going, how long we're going to be gone.
So when is Europe leaving from Baghdad to get an NBC and
Next thing is the 62nd gave us as much information as they could at this time as far as our prospective mission or what the insight would be. The thought at this point is that Iraq is going to be divided up into sectors or sections or divisions or whatever.
Kind of like Germany.
Our prospective area of operation in the future possibly is going to be the north central northeast area. That's going to be north of Baghdad. That's what is tentatively laid out as of right now. Nothing hard, fast, in stone or anything like that. And again, this is information that you're not going to be telling your families. I mean, this is what it is at this time, perspective. Okay? So what that would mean is that we'd probably move into that area and do your support. What's it called? Humanitarian
Medical.
stuff. Humanitarian stuff, okay? We're not going to be more than likely treating a bunch of wounded soldiers because the war is almost over as far as fighting and such, but there will be that humanitarian aid effort that will be ongoing. And all they said was more information to follow, so we just got to be flexible like we have been. We just don't know. And the last thing is, possibly this movement could start as early as somewhere between the 21st and the 25th of the month. So it's not right away, and it's not a long ways away, so we've got some work to do. I was going to start doing some med resupply stuff tomorrow, but I'm not sure yet. I got to give Dr. Mendoza Once the PMCS is done, I'm going to get with GoBush and find out where I can move these vehicles, because we're going to have to pull all these chests and all that push pack stuff that we hastily loaded, you know,